Hello everyone, this is not my typical video that I'm usually posting on YouTube. This is actually a pickups video of my I could say recent, but not really recent. I've been collecting these games for the past year actually. I just haven't had the urge to post anything. And also this is my first English spoken video, so sorry if my English are a bit rusty, but please be patient. And I know that most of you won't be interested in that kind of content, and but it's just the reason why I created this kind of small channel, to share with my friends the things I've been collecting. And some of you might not know I've been collecting video games as well, besides working out and spend most of the time in the gym and not having enough time to play, but still collecting video games is something that I enjoy. So without any further ado and without any further delays, let's get into the games. I won't go into super details because I don't want to waste your time. Anyway, let's get right into it. Here we are with the magic power of editing. Here we are again. I will show you really fast the amiibo I'm collecting. For those who don't know, amiibo are small figurines that Nintendo is publishing and creating, and they're like you're mostly collecting them for novelty reasons, but if you scan them in certain games, they give you something extra inside the game. Nothing substantial, but for us collectors is usually something important that we need to collect. Anyway, without any further ado, we have Banjo-Kazooie, Cherry Bogart, Joker, the hero from Dragon Quest, and Violet from Fire Emblem. All these are Smash Brothers characters that they included in the game, and well, we just had to collect them. And here we are again with a couple more amiibos, Cat Mario and Cat Peach. Plus we had the game Super Mario 3D World and plus Bowser's Fury. Originally that was a Wii U game, but they ported it to the Switch so we can buy it again, of course. And it's actually a pretty fun 3D platform game that was highly underrated on the Wii U. Here we have the next three amiibos. You have to excuse me, I don't remember the names of these amiibos. I know this Magna Mallow and this Palamuti. I don't remember the small one. Anyway, as I was saying, this is from the Monster Hunter Rise, which we also got the game. And I had to import these from Japan because Capcom didn't publish these amiibos here in the West, so I had to import them. And I also got the Monster Hunter Rise controller to kind of complete the set. Here we have our next few amiibos. This is from Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and of course we also got the game. But these amiibos also Capcom didn't release it to the PAL territories, so I had to import them as well. Anyway, same story. We got the amiibos so we can complete the set. My last amiibo, this is Zelda with the Loft Wing. They also, all these are released the same day. The amiibo, the special Joy-Con controllers, and the games, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. They, of course, sold separately, as you would expect. And originally this game was a Wii title, but they remastered it for the Switch. They made it more convenient and more accessible to players, so they can play it without motion control. And I also got from the Nintendo store these postcards. They're free. You just have to pay the travel fees. And also got this little thing you put behind your phone so it would be easier for you to hold it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it. I just like Zelda stuff, so that's why I got it.
A few moments later.
Here we are again. I'll show you the rest of the games in rapid succession, so you won't have to wait for this whole procedure to last for too long. Anyway, we got Taxi Chaos, which is a crazy taxi clone, as the name suggests. We have Cruising Blast, which is an arcade racing game that recently came out, and I've been playing this game lately, and it's tons of fun. I highly recommend it, and it's highly addictive. I got Final Fantasy IX. I know it's this way, but that's how you hold the game. It's Final Fantasy IX. It originally we had it on the PlayStation 1, but we liked collecting things that we grew up with, right? We have the Greek. It's a side-scroller game with handmade animation, really nice art style, so I have got it. We have Golden Force, which is another side-scroller. It's an interesting but kind of repetitive platformer with touches of Metroidvania, so I just had to get these things whenever Metroidvania shows up. We got Monstrum, which I suppose is... Well, some of these games I bought them in a bundle. A guy gave me a really good price, so I had to pick them. So some of them are not like my top picks or something that I would be interested in. I just got them because it was part of the bundle and it gave me a really good price. So Monstrum, survival horror game, it's one of these games. Runbow, which is a puzzle platformer, you could say, that you change the colors of the course, so you will appear blocks that you can walk and you can platform on. Interesting concept. It was on the 3DS as well, but I found it cheap here, so I got it. Journey to the Savage Planet, that was also part of the bundle, so I got it. I'm not very fond of it, but I got it. And here we have Pokemon Snap, the new Pokemon Snap. It's the long-awaited sequel from the Nintendo 64, and they finally gave us that sequel, and it's an interesting take on the shooting genre, that you take photos of Pokemon. And I prefer the Nintendo 64 one, but this one is a decent follow-up, and they gave us free content, so why not? We have Battle Axe, which is kinda like Golden Axe from Sega Mega Drive. It has a lot of elements from these beat 'em ups. Balan Wonderworld, latest Yuji Naka's creation, very lackluster as well. I heard so many bad things about this game, but I decided to give it a go. You never know, you might find something interesting. I know the Nintendo Switch version is the worst, but I gave it a go. Anyway, we also have the Bravely Default 2, which was the sequel from the 3DS one, and it's a turn-based RPG. We have Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. They gave us this the sequel to the Nintendo Switch version, even though they originally said they're not going to port it to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know why they're doing these things. We have Mario Golf Super Rush, which is the latest addition to the golf franchise from the Mario universe. We have Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX, which is a remake of the Master System Alex Kidd. I'm not a very huge fan of it. We got Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes. You have to excuse me, I don't remember if I showed those things in past videos. It's been so long since I last made another pickups video, so that's why I'm showing them, if I'm showing them again. It's an action game, imported. It's kind of like the predecessor of Power Rangers, so you can pretty much know what to expect from that kind of game. We have Trials of Cold Steel 3 and Trials of Cold Steel 4. Both of them came to the platform of Nintendo Switch. It's RPGs and fine addition to the Switch because you can play them portably, and this is a key element of Nintendo Switch appeal. This one is 9 Monster Nox, which is another RPG. Really enjoying RPGs, by the way. We have Moonlighter, which that was part of the bundle, but it's a very interesting game that you go on a quest in the night and you're a sales. You basically own a shop in the morning, so whatever you gather in the night, you sell them in the morning. Interesting concept, not my favorite, but it was part of the bundle, as I said. Shin Megami Tensei 3. I got this, it's a remaster from the PlayStation 2. Interesting game. We're waiting for the new Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's a very anticipated game. I also got a remothered Broken Porcelain and Deadly Premonition 2. Two survival horror games, not the best ones, but even though I'm not a very big fan of the survival horror genre, I tend to buy them because you don't easily get mature rated games on Nintendo platforms. That's why I like them, if that makes sense. Anyway, we have some limited run games. We have Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That's the limited edition that limited run did. And the thing is that with limited run, they usually announcing a game, you're making the pre-order, you're happy about it that you finally got it, and then other publishers are selling the game cheaper and getting it faster than you. Anyway, we have Its Origin, and that's the limited run version. I also got it from PlayAsia because it took so damn long to deliver this. Panzer Paladin. This is a platform game with you're on a mech and you're trying to collect some weapons, and it's very interesting because it gives you a lot of variety how to traverse the stages. We have Mighty Gumball Burst. That was a launch title for the Nintendo Switch, but we finally got the physical version. We have No More Heroes 1 and 2. These are Wii titles and they remastered it for the Switch. And Limited Run gave us the physical version. I got the plain regular ones. I don't feel I needed to buy more spend more for these games. But recently we had the third addition to the franchise. Also, I went to the extra trouble to get the Japanese version that has a double pack of the game, of the first two games, and also has the third game as well. Why going through the trouble rebuying something that you already have? If I have to go through this mentality, I would have to stop collecting. Anyway, I like the appeal of the Japanese versions, even though fortunately you can play them just fine because they're region free and they support the English language. And also with this one, they gave us these, which is a metallic mug, something of the game, which is okay, not bad. Free stuff is always good. Anyway, we have a lot of Sante games. Sante Risky's Revenge, Sante and the Seven Sirens. I also have the other ones from the limited run. I have Doom 64. Finally, we got a port from the Nintendo 64. We have Dragon's Lair Trilogy, which is a port of the arcade games of this Dragon's Lair, Space Ace and Dragon's Lair 2. And this is kind of rising in price, this one, because they haven't been re-released ever again. I had the Freedom Planet from Limited Run as well, and that before Sonic Mania came out, that was the good Sonic game, as I was saying. I had the Blaster Master Zero 2. I also had the first one, and we're waiting for the third one. The first one was way better. This one seems kind of limited, kind of difficult to be to be perfectly honest, and I'm not a very huge fan of the second part. I'm hoping for something better in the third sequel. I have a PlayStation 4 actually game, Art of Fighting Anthology. I also got it from Limited Run, but then I realized it's a port from the PlayStation. It's an exact port from the PlayStation 2 version, well, probably remastered and upraised in graphics and all, but essentially they included the same games. Yeah. Anyway, these are part of the bundle. I'm not usually buying these things. It's a Kill la Kill, which is from an anime. But the thing I hate about these 4 games is this one right here. It's a download code. So it's just an empty box with a code inside that you use and you download the game. I prefer having physical games. That's why I'm not very interested in these games. We have Lumo, which is an isometric platform game. Degrees of Separation, which I don't know what it is. And Made of Skier, which is survival horror game. Interesting, but why not having it physically? I don't consider these code in a box physical games. I also got from some games from Strictly Limited. I have a Turrican collection, which is run and gun games and that's always a plus in my book. Cotton Reboot. This is a shoot 'em up, or a cute 'em up, as people refer to that kind of games. And the difference between strictly limited and, because also this one came on the retailers, and the difference is that this one has a manual and a reversible cover. And okay, I guess we just waited like 8 months for this. And Wonder Boy Asha in Monster World, that also has a reversible cover and a manual, unlike the plain retail version. And also we have decks. I'm going really fast now. Sea of Solitude, a really interesting game. Anyway, Blue Fire, which is a 3D platformer. R-Type Final 2, which I decided to open it and like ugh. It's completely all over the place. Anyway, R-Type Final 2. Kaze and the Wild Masks, which is a very good platform, 2D platformer. Star Wars Pinball. It's a pinball game, what do you expect? Highly praised game Hades. Very good game, but there was a certain point in the game that I disliked it. Dungeon of the Endless, part of the bundle, not interested. That's the East Origin, that's the PlayAsia version, the one I got before limited run because it took like ages to deliver. Anyway, we have a Hardcore Mecha, which is a very badass game with anime inspirations. We have Gundam Generation G Genesis. We have from PlayAsia, this is the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which is like detective games. Super Mash. That was one of the highlights in the previous direct. That you take two different genres, you combine them together, and you get a unique game. I thought the concept was brilliant, so I found a physical copy in PlayAsia, so I had to get it. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. I got it also from PlayAsia, and this is the three original Ninja Gaiden games. Not the really original from the NES. These are from the Xbox era. We got the Saga Frontier remastered. That's a PlayStation 1 game remaster for us. We got Apsu, which is an exploration game that we had it in the PlayStation 4, but we got it here as well now, thanks to Super Rare Games. So it's not very easy to find now. And also I have some other stuff. We also have the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is a warrior style game. But I also got the Japanese version, and that has a lot of goodies inside that I decided not to open it, to keep it sealed, because in the end of the day you want to play the game. So I have the game, so there was no reason for me to open it, but I really like collecting this stuff. I have two PlayStation 1 games. We have Assault, which is a very fun shooter, but you can play with two players co-op. We have Bomberman Race, which is okay, sure. And another thing that I finally managed to add to my collection is the big box of Lilac Wars from the Nintendo 64. I finally managed to find it again. I had it as a kid, so I really wanted to find it in this big box. I have the cartridge, I just wanted the packaging as well, and manual and everything. And I just had a delivery from the delivery guy. Gave me delivered the Bloodstained 2 Curse of the Moon. It was a highly praised, the first one was like a very highly praised game, so we finally got the physical version of the second one. And I also got a few Wii games, Zack and the Wiki, Star Wars and the Clone Wars. Okay. Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles, which is a railway shooter. And I also have found the Wii U version of Shovel Knight. It's an awesome game, and I had it in other platforms, but I really wanted to have it in the Wii U as well, so that's why I got it. And the last thing I'm gonna show you, I think we're pretty much done, is this huge book of Zelda from Breath of the Wild that has concept art, everything from inside the game, showing you pictures and stuff. And here has some extra stuff, more stuff in here. They have the map of the game, and there's also, I think, the picture. Oh yeah, and they have this photograph of all the heroes. For those who finish the game knows this picture. And also here in the little drawer, it's a little spirit orb that you collect in the game. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope, I know most of you didn't find it interesting, but you have to give me credit. It was my first English spoken pickups video. Thank you for your time, thank you for your patience, and hopefully the next one will be a lot shorter, because these accumulated games have been the games I've been collecting for the past year. So thanks again, guys, and take care. Have a great day.